Hello, welcome back to. I am 3 days late with a video. Yeah, odd. So, I've actually been putting up a little bit of content, at least once a week for Multiplayer Monday, which has been super fun to record. And the games have been good, and been some views on it, which is more than normal, which is fantastic. And that's planning to be a staple going forward, which is great. But we're not here for that. Video title, you know what you're here for. So we'll get down to it. This will be a really quick one. I don't remember if I showed these or when I got these, but I got these at an op shop. They're like $1 each or something, and these are some Xbox original games. So I got Shenmue 2, Shrek, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, which is just an hilarious turn of phrase if you're English or know the English slang. Ignore my crying child in the other room. And Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance Classics. I believe these are all complete. That one is not. Grabbed by the Ghoulies is not. Shrek is, and Shenmue is because manual weighs 100 kilos. Sweet. One PS3 game, Motorstorm Apocalypse. The only reason I got this was because EB had a 3 for $18 sale for all Xbox 360, Wii U, PS3, DS, and Vita, I think, that are under $18. And I found 5 games, which I've only got 4 here because one was for a friend of mine, and I needed a 6th, so Motorstorm Apocalypse. And then the other 4 games I got are Overture, Guilty Gear 2, these are all complete by the way, Planet 51 the game, which I thought I had, but apparently not, Space Chimps, which I definitely didn't have, and Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires, which I have Dynasty Warriors 6, but apparently it's not the same game. And that's it. In the tech side of thing, I've actually upgraded my server cabinet. I'd love to go through some of that stuff. My main server has been upgraded from 8 gig of RAM to 24 gig of RAM, which means I can run a Minecraft server, which I've been playing a little bit lately, without it falling over, because it didn't have enough RAM in it with all the rest of the stuff it runs. Because that's my NAS, it's my Plex server, and it's got a VM on it for remoting in and doing fun stuff, and it's got my Nextcloud server and all that other shit. And I changed my router because I have a Nighthawk X6 or an R6000. I can't remember which one's which. R8000 X6. I don't know, the spider looking fucker. And that's my wireless access point. It was in the garage next to the fiber modem, and I couldn't really reach anything with wireless. So I wanted to move it. So I set up a server I bought about, should have been in my last house like 5 years ago. Oh, my poor daughter. She's been crying all day, and I've handballed her off, so that's fine. So I set that up as a pfSense router. It's got like a quad-core Xeon in it, and 8 gig of RAM, something like that. Bring it up. With pfSense, and it works pretty well. I'm still sort of getting my head around how all the different things work. Mostly I want to figure out how to get SSL working on it so it doesn't keep telling me I've got no certificate. Yeah, I've got 2 gig of RAM in there. And like an 80 gig hard drive. It doesn't really need much. I'm only using 1% of my 80 gig and 18% of my 2 gig of RAM. And yeah, it's got some really fun stuff in it going for it. You can do some cool shit with it. You can put applications on it and stuff, but I mean, I only really want it running as a router, unless it's something that I need to install, like dynamic DNS or VPN. I'll put my VPN server on there and shit like that. And I also finally hooked up my gigabit switch, which I had this like D-Link desktop switch that I had behind me, which has now been replaced by my Nighthawk to connect my Xbox, my computer, my laptop, and a spare cable for when I'm working on computers, and my PS4. No, that shares. Either way, I had like 4 cables there. And I also had it was a PoE, 8-port PoE desktop switch out there that was running my cameras and also everything else. That's been replaced by a proper 16-port manageable switch, so that's cool. Although I don't know what the IP address is. I'll have to go find that and get that all set up properly. Doesn't matter. You don't care about that. And that's it. Like, I haven't had really much of a chance to buy anything. I'm back at work now after my paternity leave. So work's been pretty intense. Pretty intense few weeks of work. Got a lot of stuff done, which has been really fun, and moving on to new stuff, which is cool. I actually, like, I've been there for over a year now, and I don't know about you guys, but when you start a new job, you sort of have that little bit of shine on it, and the shine slowly wears away and you start hating it. And after a year, I still, like, I'd obviously much rather not have to go to work, but if I have to work, I don't mind going in there to work, and it's been pretty fantastic, which I really fucking love. I'm just trying to look around about everything else. No. So yeah, watch Multiplayer Mondays. I am going to finish the Battleship programming tutorial video this month. I'm not going to live stream it. I don't have the time, or I don't have a set schedule, so I'm just going to record it. I started tutoring. I am now officially a tutor. So if you want any IT or tech tutoring, call me up. I'm in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, obviously. I mean, I really haven't considered doing it over Skype or anything, but I'd probably rather not, to be honest. Hair's messed up. I don't know if it's actually in the middle anymore. Yeah. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Go watch Multiplayer Monday. Go check out Reaper's Side. I've been lazy with the ViewSyncs links, but I'll hopefully we get back into it. Game suggestions, leave it down below, and I'll see you next month. Probably sooner. Bye.